What's up, guys? Unfortunately, I spent all my bullets on the new event ship, so I have yet to be able to fully retrofit Eldridge. However, I did want to bring to attention the stealth buff that Eldridge received from her retrofit, which was not specifically highlighted in the data mine. Her team-wide evasion skill now no longer starts on cooldown, so you will get an extra proc of the buff in essentially all battles. In a meta fight lasting 77 seconds, the skill should be able to activate 4 times, meaning your Vanguard will be invincible for 40 out of those 77 seconds, which is more than half the fight. Being invincible for more than half the fight more than doubles the EHP of your entire Vanguard. Also, the skill only activates when Eldridge is being damaged, so if there are lulls in the damage output of the enemy, the skill will not go to waste. So the real value of the buff will likely be more than double your EHP. Essentially, she has just stolen Jeanne d'Arc's whole identity, and she can even take the elite damage protocol to cover the last man standing role, which has been so desired in the Wichita meta fight. While her damage still leaves much to be desired, she is by far the best Vanguard protector in the game now, overtaking the likes of Jeanne and Anchorage, and also has a very strong slow to boot. She is finally able to fulfill her original role, and everything else like her anti-air and anti-submarine capabilities are just the cherry on top. What hasn't really changed though is that her damage output is still going to be very mediocre, but she is without a doubt going to be the best option in a fight like Wichita meta, where Vanguard survival is by far the biggest obstacle. While I'm at it, I also want to talk about Mogador. As you've likely noticed by now, she turned out to be one of the best, if not the best tank for Wichita meta, at least before Eldridge's retrofit. She is able to survive longer than most if not all other tanks, while dishing out respectable damage and making Alsace's debuff permanent. The reason she's so successful in this fight is because of her invincibility spam. Although she will often lose HP faster than other ships in other fights, Wichita meta dishes out so much damage that even though she is guaranteed to lose 5% of her HP every 12 seconds, other ships lose more than 5% within that 2.5 seconds, where Mogador's HP loss is capped. This is an exceptional situation created by the insane amount of damage in this fight. On top of that, she can also free herself from Wichita's chain mechanic with her jump, allowing her to continue dealing damage while other ships may get stuck for a long time. However, I want to emphasize that this does not make her one of the best ships in all situations. Rather, it's more similar to Peter Strasser against Algerie meta or Aurora in fights where Vanguard damage is crucial. If other ships in your Vanguard do not lose more than 5% of their HP in those 2.5 second bursts, then Mogador's lunge will have a negative effect relatively on her survivability. However, it will still be a good idea to keep her in the back of your mind for future fights that involve a lot of damage coming at the Vanguard, although there's a good likelihood that she will no longer be needed post-Eldridge retrofit. Anyway, don't sleep on Eldridge's retrofit. Anytime you need extra survivability for your whole Vanguard, she should be the first option you consider. By using her for her defensive buff, you might also be able to get away with using more offensive auxiliaries on your other Vanguards as well, when you don't need both her buff and defensive auxiliaries. That's it for this video. Hope you found it helpful, and see you in the next one.